Okay, now I will start this chapter, fractions. Okay, open your books. This is your book, and open this chapter, chapter 6. And in this, I will start this fractions. Okay, and now welcome to this class. Okay, so first, what is fraction? Okay, fraction. So first, there are many situations in our home when we use fractions. Okay, that is when we speak, then we use the simple words like I will drink half glass of water, or I will drink half glass of milk, etc. Okay, we use half here. Okay, half. So half is a very common fraction, and also we use other fractions which are not so common, but it is like we have 3/4. Okay, 3/4. Our pants are of 3/4. You know. So these are also in fashion, like 3/4 pants. Okay, 3/4 pants, and that is also a fraction, 3/4. And also we use the word quarter. Okay, quarter is also a fraction. Okay, so here the fraction. So first fraction is like, for example, this is a glass, and this is full glass. Okay, full glass. That is, if the water is filled up to this, then we will say that the glass is filled up. Okay, and then this is the whole glass, and here in the fraction we take anything as a whole as 1. Okay, that is the whole thing is given a number 1. Okay, that is we denote the whole of anything as 1. So here this whole glass, or that is when the glass is filled, then we will say that this whole glass is filled, and then it will be given the number 1. Okay, now if you divide, or if you have the half means, that is, now suppose it is this glass is of 200 ml. Okay, this glass is of 200 ml. Then here we have removed, or we have drunk this water. Okay, we have drunk this water here, that is half glass, that is 100 ml. Then now here we have drunk the half glass of water, means we have drunk 100 ml of water. Then what is left here? That is, again here, if we have drunk 100, then 100 ml of water is left. Okay, so here we will say that half glass, that is this whole glass, that is 1. This one is divided into 2 equal parts, and therefore each part will be the half of this whole glass. That is, this will be the half of whole glass, and this will also be the half of the whole glass. Okay, so here, because this whole glass is divided into 2 parts here, so 2 parts, that is this whole is divided into 2 parts, 1 part and 2 part here, and we have drunk 1 part out of the 2 parts. Okay, we have drunk 1 part out of the 2 part here. So simply for example, quarter. Okay, if you have a quarter, for example, if there is another glass here, and divide this into 4 equal parts. Okay, 4 equal parts like this. Okay, now this is in the 4 equal parts. This is a glass here, and these are the 4 equal parts. That is, we have divided the whole into 4 equal parts. And suppose you have used the milk up to, that is 3 parts here. That is, this much is taken up. Okay, then it means that we will say that 3 parts out of 4 parts. Okay, 3 parts out of 4 parts. Okay, 3 parts out of 4 parts, 3 parts out of 4 parts is used up. Okay, so, and this sentence is written as 3/4. Okay, in mathematics we use this simplest form. Okay, that is this symbol 3/4. This symbol 3/4 means that 3 parts out of 4 parts. Okay, this long sentence is written in this compact form 3/4. Okay, this is the meaning of fraction. For example, also there are and here the upper part is called the numerator, and the lower part is called the denominator. Okay, so this is the meaning of fraction. So here just simply here remember that this whole like anything is there. Suppose there is a pizza. Okay, if you have a pizza, large pizza, and if you divide this into many parts. Like for example, this pizza is divided into how many parts here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8 parts. So this is divided into 8 parts here. So here, suppose if you have eaten this 2 parts here, then or suppose 3 parts. Okay, you have eaten 3 parts. Then we will say that you have eaten 3 by 8 of the pizza. And how much pizza is left here? That is 5 by 8. That is 3 by 8 means that you have eaten 3 parts out of the 8 parts. Okay, you have eaten 3 parts out of the 8 parts, and now out of the 8 parts, 5 parts is remaining. Okay, from the 8 parts, 5 part is remaining, and 3 parts is eaten, and then 5 parts is remaining here. So we will express these statements in this simplest form, that is 3 by 8 and 5 by 8. Okay, so this is the essence of fraction. Now, and there are some types of fractions. Okay, so there are the fractions like you have the proper fraction. What is the proper fraction? The types of fraction. Like you have the proper fraction, then improper, then like fraction, unlike fraction, then you have equivalent fraction, then mixed fraction. Okay, these are the types of fraction. Okay, like fractions, unlike fractions. Then you also have the one more is given here, that unit fraction. Okay, so these are the types of fraction. So what is the proper fraction? Proper fraction means that when in a fraction the numerator is less than the denominator. Like the example of this proper fraction is like 2 by 5. Okay, here 2 by 5 is a proper fraction because the numerator 2 is less than 5. Okay, so this type of fraction is called proper fraction. Then next is the improper fraction. So in case of improper, it is just reverse of the proper, like 5 by 2. Okay, here the numerator is larger than the denominator. Okay, so this is called, it may be like here, if you write 5 by 5 also, this is also the example of improper fraction. That is when the numerator and denominator are equal, or the numerator is larger than the denominator, then in both cases that kind of fraction is called improper fraction. Okay, next is the like fraction. Like fraction means when many fractions have the same denominator. Like for example 1 by 2, okay, 3 by 2, okay, 7 by 2, etc. So these fractions are called the like fractions. When the fractions have the same denominator, then they are called the like fractions. And unlike means when they have the different denominators, then they are called the unlike fractions. For example 1 by 2, 3 by 4, okay, 7 by 5, etc. These are the examples of unlike fractions, because here see that the denominators are different, but in this the denominators are equal, so these fractions are called the like fractions. Then you have the equivalent fractions. So equivalent fraction means like here you have the, draw a circle like this. So in this, suppose this is here 1 by 2. Okay, that is, if you shed this here, then this is 1 by 2 fraction. And here also if you have this, that is, this is here 2 by 4. okay, but actually here this is also the half part of the whole circle, and here this is also the half part of the whole circle here. So 1 by 2 and 2 by 4 are equivalent fractions like this, okay. So that is we can have many equivalent fractions for a given fraction. So here it is 1 by 2, then 2 by 4. We can also make one more here, like if you divide this into the 8 equal parts, and then here see that these are the 4 parts here, so this will be 4 by 8. Again here if you shade this, that is again here this is the half part of this whole circle here, and here also half part, here also half part. It means that all are equivalent fractions, but here it is written as 1 by 2 because 1 part out of 2 part here, here 2 part out of 4 part, and here 4 part out of 8 part. But actually all these numbers, all these fractions represent the same portion of the figure, okay. That is why they are called the equivalent fractions, okay. And then you have the mixed fraction. Mixed fraction means like if you have 2 and 1 by 5, okay, this type of fraction is called the mixed fraction, because here 2 is the whole number part and here this is the fractional part, okay. So whole number part and the fractional part, so this kind of fraction is called mixed fraction. And unit fraction means that when the denominator of the fraction is 1, okay, like 1 by 2, 1 by 5, okay, 1 by 7, okay, 1 by 8, okay, etc. These are called the unit fractions, because in all these fractions the numerator is equal to 1, okay. So now these are the definitions of some terms in this. Now we are going to solve some questions from the recap exercise. So the first question here, what part of the figures are shaded here, okay. So in question number, see in your book, okay, and here in the question number A, you see that out of 4 parts, 2 parts are shaded, and therefore the answer of this question will be here 2 by 4, okay, for question number A. And in the question number B, out of 6 parts, 5 parts are shaded, okay, therefore here the fraction will be 5 by 6. In this case the answer will be 5 by 6, okay. And you will do the remaining questions. Now question number 2, convert the following improper fractions into mixed fractions. So I will do here the 2 questions. Number 2, we have to convert them into the mixed fraction. So 13 by 7 is here. So how will you convert them into the mixed fraction? So here you will do a small division here, that is you will divide 13 by 7, okay. So 7 1 ja 7 here. So you have see here that it will be equal to 1 and 6 by 7, okay, 1 and 6 by 7. So this will be written as 1 and 6 by 7. Here this 1 will be the whole number here, and 6 will be the, that is this remainder is remainder 6 will come here, and this 7 will come here. So you have this is the mixed fraction of this fraction, okay. This is the improper fraction, and you can only write the mixed fraction of the improper fractions only. You cannot write the mixed fraction for the proper fractions. So this is the answer of this question. Then question number B, here again you have 23 by 17. So now divide 23 by 17, then you will get 17 1 ja 17. So again here the answer is 1 and 6 by 17, okay. So this is the answer of this question. Similarly you will do the other 3 questions. Now question number 3, convert the following mixed fractions into the improper fractions. Now you are given the mixed fractions and convert them into the improper fraction. So the next one is here, question number 3. Two and 3 by 5. So here how will you do? Here multiply 5 and 2. You will get 10. That is I will write here 2 into 5 plus 3 by 5 equal to 5 to 10 plus 3 by 5 equal to 13 by 5. So answer is 13 by 5, okay. This is the rule here, 5 to 10 plus 3, that is 13 by 5. So you can do also directly, but remember this process. Then next question is B. It is 3 and 1 by 9. So it will be written as 3 into 9 plus 1 by 9. So it will be 27 plus 1 by 9 equal to 28 by 9. So this is the improper fraction of this mixed fraction. Okay. Now the question number 4. In this you have to circle the proper fractions from the following. Okay, circle the proper fractions. So here I will just give you the answer here. Question number 4. In this question number 4, see in your book 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is a proper fraction. Okay, so circle this number A. Then 3 by 5 is also a proper fraction. And so this is also the answer. So circle the question number B also. Then C is 7 by 5. So this is not a proper fraction. So this is not the correct answer. Then D 9 by 5, and this is also not the correct answer. And E is 4 by 7. So 4 by 7 is also a proper fraction. So here you will circle the question number A, B and E. Okay, so A, B and E, that is 1 by 3, 3 by 5 and 4 by 7 are the proper fractions. Okay, and in the question number 5 we have to write the numerator and the denominator of a given fraction. So I explained you before starting this chapter that the upper part of the fraction is called the numerator and the lower part is called the denominator. For example, question number 5, 2 by 3 here. So here you will write numerator equal to 2, denominator equal to here 3. Okay, so numerator equal to 2 here and denominator equal to 3. And similarly here question number B, you have the fraction 6 by 13. So here the answer is equal to 6 and equal to 13. So you will write the answer like this. Okay, and then the question number 6, express the following as fractions. 2/17. Question number 6. Okay, so here you will write 2/17 as 2 by 17. Okay, 2/17. Then question number B, it is 4/13. So it will be 4 by 13. Question number C, it is 6/9. So it will be 6 by 9. And 5/18. So it will be D will be here 5 by 18. Okay, so these are the answer of question number 6. Then here you have the question number 7, express the following statements in the fractions. So here question number A, take 3 marbles out of 4 marbles. Okay, take 3 marbles. Now this is a statement, and take 3 marbles out of 5 marbles. Then what is the answer of this? So question number 7, A, take 3 marbles out of 4 marbles. So here the fraction will be 3 by 4. And in the question number B, eat 2 chocolates out of 7 chocolates. So it will be 2 by 7. Okay, and you will do the remaining questions yourself. Now I will move on to this next exercise 6.1. So I explained you what is the meaning of the equivalent fractions. So here in the first question, we have to find which pair are equivalent fractions here. So in question number A, it is 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. So here 2 by 5 and 3 by 5 are not the equivalent fractions. Okay, here the answer is no in this case. Okay, they are not the equivalent fractions, because here this is 2 by 5 and this is 3 by 5 here, and we cannot simplify these two fractions further because they are in the simplest form. Okay, so here they are not the equivalent fractions. Number B, 3 by 7 and 9 by 21. So in this now, here this fraction can be simplified here. If you see here 9 by 21, 3 and then 3 3 are 9 and 3 7 are 21. So it is 3 by 7. So that is 9 by 21 is the same as 3 by 7. So here these are the equivalent fractions. Okay, 3 by 7 and 9 by 21 are the equivalent fractions, because 9 by 21 is also equal to 3 by 7. So actually they are equal. So now you will do the remaining questions here, C, D, E and F. The next question is write the first 5 equivalent fractions of the following. So how will you write the equivalent fractions of the given fraction? So I will explain you how to do it. So here the first question is A, okay, 9 by 11, okay, and here we have to write the 5 equivalent fractions of this. So the process is very simple here, okay, that is take here number 1, okay, 9 by 11 equal to 9 into 2 by 11 into 2, that is multiply the numerator and denominator of the given fraction by the same number, and you will be getting infinite number of equivalent fractions of a given fraction. Okay, that is, there is no end of the equivalent fractions of a given fraction. Okay, they are infinite in number, because you will be getting more and more equivalent fractions just by multiplying the different numbers. Like here, when you multiply 2 by 2, then it will be 18 by 22. Okay, and as I explained you that if you do this, then it does not change this fraction. Okay, that is, this and this remains the same. Okay, so this is the one we have to write 5 fractions here. So 9 by 11 equal to 9 into 3 by 11 into 3, it will be 27 by 33. Okay, then next will be here 3, 9 by 11 equal to 9 into 4 by 11 into 4 equal to 36 by 44. Then we have written 3 here, then 2 more, then number 4, 9 by 11 equal to 9 into 5 by 11 into 5, that is 45 by 55. And then fifth number will be 9 by 11 equal to 9 into 6 by 11 into 6, then here it is 54 by 66. Okay, so in the same way you will like if you want to find more fractions, more equivalent fractions, then multiply next by 7, 8, 9 and 10 and so on. So you will be getting the more and more equivalent fractions of the given number. And here all the questions are similar, so the process will be the same like this, and you can find the 5 equivalent fractions of the given fractions. Okay, so that will be the homework for you. Now here the question number 3. In this we have to convert the given fractions into the simplest form. Okay, so what is the simplest form? Simplest form of a fraction. Like if you have a fraction, suppose you have 25 by 125. Okay, so here because 25 and 125 has some common factor, so if you remove that common factor, then these two will be in the simplest form. So first find out the HCF of 125 and 25. So it is 25, so divide this by 25 and this by 25 also. Okay, then it will be 1 by 5. So this 1 by 5 is the simplest form of 25 by 125. Okay, so this is how you will find the simplest form of a given fraction. You will find the HCF of numerator and the denominator and then divide them both. I will show you the question. So here the question number 3. The first question is 250 by 360. So here the process is that find the HCF of 360 and 250 here. So divide 360 by 250. You will do all these things in the rough, okay? Zero. So here the HCF of 250 and 360 equal to 10, and therefore you will divide this by 250 divided by 10 and 360 divided by 10, so it will be 25 by 36. This is the simplest form of this fraction, okay? So here in this way you can find the standard form. This is also called the standard form or the simplest form or the lowest terms, okay? And here you will do all this work in the rough, okay? In the rough you will find the HCF and then directly here divide. And there are also the other process like 250 by 360 here. So we can cancel out the common factors, then we will get the answer, okay? But in this sometimes sometimes if you miss, if you don't identify that they have the common fractions, then the answer may be wrong. So it is better to find the HCF and then you will get the correct answer all the time. So the next question in this, question number B. You have 175 and by here 325. Now here find the HCF of these two numbers. So it will be 325 divided by 175. So here the HCF is how much here? The HCF of 175 and 325 equal to 25. Therefore here you will divide 175 divided by 25 by 325 divided by 25. Then here it will be how much? I think this is the answer. Yes, okay. This is the answer of this question. This is the simplest form of this fraction. So in this way you can find the simplest form, and other questions can be done like this, okay. So you will find the HCF and then divide the numerator and denominator by HCF. Now the question number 4. Question number 4. In this we have to fill the blanks. Question number A here. 2 by box equal to 32 by 48 equal to 30 by box again. Okay. Now here this is, see that it is this is the fraction here, 32 by 48 here, and this is 2 by box and 30 by box here. So what number will be here? Okay, see that it is 30. So how much is the answer of this? First of all, see this here, it is 2 here. So how will you get 2 here? If you find the simplest form of this, okay, if you find the simplest form of this, then it will be that is 2 by 3. Okay, it means that if you divide this by 16 and this by 16, you will get 2 by 3. So here the answer will be 3, because this is you have to fill in the box, so you can do all the work in the rough. Okay, here this is 3 here answer, and what will be the answer here? Now it is 30 here. Okay, now how will you get 30 here? Now see, it is 2 by 3. Okay, 2 by 3. Then here you know that 2 into 15 equal to 30. Then now it is 2 by 3, because 2 by 3 is there. Okay, 2 by 3. Then 2 by 3 into 15 by 15 equal to 30 by 45. So here see that in the numerator is 30 here, and in the denominator you will get 45. So here the answer will be 45. Okay, so in this way we can find out the answer of these boxes. Okay, so in the same way you can solve the other question number B also. Okay, now question number 5, how will you compare the given fractions? Okay, comparison of two fractions. Comparison of two fractions. So here you are given the fractions 2 by 5, and other is here, there is a box here, and 1 by 7. Now here write 2 by 5 and 1 by 7. Okay, then here see that 2 into 7, that is this into this, and then this into this. So 2 into 7 equal to 14, and 5 into 1 equal to 5. So here you see that here 14 is bigger than 5, or 2 into 7 is bigger than 5 into 1, and therefore 2 by 5 is larger than 1 by 7. So here the answer will be this. Okay, in this way, because this into this, or you can also do the other method. Okay, like here 2 by 5, and here you can find the LCM of 5 and 7. Like LCM of 5 and 7 equal to 35. Okay, then write 2 by 5 equal to 2 by 5 into 7 by 7 equal to 14 by 35, and 1 by 7 equal to 1 by 7 into 5 by 5 equal to 5 by 35. Now here see that we have these two equivalent fractions. This is the equivalent fraction for this, and this is the equivalent fraction for this. Okay, so now both have the same denominator. Now here if you compare, this is your 14 and this is your 5. So you see that 14 is larger than 5, so 14 by 35 is larger than 5 by 35, and therefore it means that 2 by 5 is greater than 1 by 7. Okay, so in this way also we can find or we can compare by using this method also, and also by this method. Okay, so the next one, question number B also, like here you have to compare 5 by 11 and 4 by 13 here. So now see here that 5 into 13 equal to 65, and 4 into 11 equal to 44. So here see that 65 is bigger than 44. Okay, 65 is bigger than 44, and therefore you have 5 by 11 is bigger than 4 by 13. So here the symbol is this. Okay, so in the same way you can do other questions. Now here the question number 6, arrange the following fractions in the ascending order. Question number 6, arrange the following fractions in the ascending order. So first write the fractions 1 by 3, 2 by 5, 4 by 15, 3 by 10, then 5 by 20, and 6 by 21. So these are the fractions: 1 by 3, 2 by 5, 4 by 15, 3 by 10, 5 by 20, and 6 by 21. Now find the LCM of this 5, 3, 5, that is LCM of 3, 5, 15, 10, 20 and 21. Okay, these numbers. So find out the LCM. Fifteen, 10, it will not go by 3, so use 5. So the LCM will be, that is here 3 into 5 into 2 into 2 into 7. So 5 to the 10 here, 7 to the 14, 14 3 42, that is 420 is the LCM. Okay, now here write 1 by 3, then it will be 1 into how much it will be? 420. So it is 3 here, 5 to the 10, 7 to the 14, that is 140 here. 140 by 3 into 140 equal to 140 by 420. Next 2 by 5 equal to, now 2 here, 5 to the 10, 3 30, that is 210 by 5 into 200. Oh, it is 5 here, 2 by 5, so 2 to the 4, 3 are 12, 7 ja 84. Okay, so it will be here 84. Okay, you can find very easily here. See, it is 2 by 5 here. So just remove 5 from this and then multiply. 3 to the 6, 6 to the 12, and 12 7 ja 84. So here you have to multiply by 84 to get 168 here, and 84 to 5, then you get here 420. Then you have 4 by 15. So now here how much you will multiply to 15 to get 420 here. So here see that 5 3 ja 15 here. So remove this, then 2 to ja 4, 7 ja 28. So here multiply 28. Next 3 by 10. So it is simple here, 42 by 10 into 42. Then 5 by 20 is there. So right here 5 into how much? 21. Then one more is there, 6 by 21 equal to 6 into here 20 by 21 into 20. So here we have written that is we have converted all of them into the like fractions. Okay, now in all these fractions, that is this like this fraction, this fraction, this fraction, and so on, we have the same denominator. Okay, now comparing is very easy now. Okay, now see that in this because we have to arrange them into the ascending order. Ascending order means that we have to arrange them into the that is increasing order. That is, first we will write the smallest fraction, and then we will move on to the greater ones, and then ultimately we will write the greatest fraction here. So here in this 140, 168, 112, 126, 105 and 120 here. So here the smallest one is 105. Okay, the smallest one. See here that since 105 is less than, then next is here 112. No, 100. Yes, 112. Then next is here 120, and next will be here 126, and then next is 126, then 140, and then the greatest one is 168. Okay, that number is the greatest here. Now see, this is the smallest number, and then the bigger number is this, then the bigger from this is this, and then so on. It means that or 105 by 420 less than 112 by 420 less than 120 by 420 less than 126 by 420 less than 140 by 420 less than 168 by 420. Okay, then these are the values. Now we will write the original value of this. Now here this is 5 by 20, so write here 5 by 20 less than, and here this is 4 by 15, so write 4 by 15 here. Then 120 for 6 by 21, and then 126 is for 300, 3 by 10, and then 140 is for 1 by 3, and then the ultimately we have 2 by 5. So here 2 by 5 is the largest fraction of all the 6 fractions given. Okay, so here this is arranged in the descending order or the increasing order. Okay, and the next question is similar question. Okay, so the process is same here, just you have to reverse. That is in the question number 7 you are given arrange them into the descending order. So what will you do here? You will do everything is like this. Okay, that is up to this. Then next at this point you will just reverse. That is, now if you reverse this, if you write this number here, and then then it will be in the decreasing order. So like this, if you write here 168 less than, here it will be greater. Okay, this is greater than 140, greater than 126, greater than 120, greater than 112, and greater than here 105. Now here this is arranged in the descending, this is in the decreasing order. Okay, this is in the decreasing order, and this is the ascending, and this is the descending order. Okay, so ascending means that increasing to, that is ascending means from the smaller number to the bigger number here, and for descending means that the from the bigger number to the smaller number. So just reverse, then you will get the answer. So descending and ascending. So I did the question number 6, and you will also do the question number 7 just like this. Just you have to remove the, you have to reverse the here situation. Now question number 8. Okay, this is the word problem, question number 8. Okay, now question number 8. Here a builder uses 2 by 5 of the available land for roads एंड पार्क्स, है ना. मतलब क्या है, एक बिल्डर जो है वो 2 by 5, मतलब कोई भी लैंड है, एक मतलब बड़ा सा प्लॉट है, उस पूरे लैंड का मतलब 2 by 5 जो हिस्सा है वो किसके लिए यूज़ करता है, रोड्स और पार्क्स के लिए करता है, और बाकी जो हिस्सा है मतलब 3 by 8 फॉर द कम्युनिटी हॉल, और 3 by 8 जो है वो कम्युनिटी हॉल के लिए करता है, एंड रेस्ट इज़ for the construction of the apartments. So which of these gets the maximum portion of the land? Okay, so here fraction of land for roads and parks equal to 2 by 5, and then fraction of land for hall equal to 3 by 8. So here the rest for, and the fraction of land for apartments equal to how much? Then you have to add these two fractions and then subtract by 1, that is 2 by 5 and plus 3 by 8. Okay, we have to do this here. So 1 minus, now take the LCM here, 40. So 5 here 40, then 16 here and 15. So it will be 1 minus 31 by 40. 40 minus 31 by 40 equal to 9 by here 40. Okay, so here we have the fraction of land for the roads and parks, it is 2 by 5, and the fraction of land for the hall is 3 by 8, and the fraction of the land for the apartments is 9 by here 40. Okay, so which of these gets the maximum portion of the land? So it means that now we have the fraction. So we have now 2 by 5 and 3 by 8 and 9 by 40 here. Okay, now convert them here into, now here write that is the, here you will see that LCM of 5, 8 and 40 equal to 40. Then convert them into the equivalent like fractions. Okay, so 2 by 5 equal to 2 into 8 by 5 into 8 equal to 16 by 40, and 3 by 8 equal to 3 into 5 by 8 into 5 equal to 15 by 40, and this is already 9 by 40 here. So you have 9 by 40. Now 2 by 5 is written as this by 16 by 40. This is 15 by 40 here. So if you compare, so now from this 16, 15 and 9, so which is your largest here? The question is which of these gets the maximum portion of the land here? So in this, since 16 by 40 is the largest fraction, okay, and this is for 2 by 5. So therefore that is 2 by 5 is the largest fraction. 2 by 5 is the largest fraction, and therefore what is the answer now? It means that roads and parks, okay, that is the answer is the fraction for the fraction of land for roads and parks gets maximum land. Okay, the fraction of land for, or you can say that which of these gets the maximum portion of land here. So this is the answer. Okay, that is the maximum land. Okay, that is roads and parks gets the maximum land. That is the answer only. Okay, write only here that roads and parks gets the maximum land. Okay, so that is the answer here. Roads and parks gets the maximum land. So here what is the process here is that first it is given here 2 by 5, okay, और फिर ये भी यहाँ पर दिया हुआ है 3 by 8. तो हमको निकालना पड़ेगा कि जो अपार्टमेंट है, तो अपार्टमेंट में कितना लैंड, मतलब कितना जो लैंड का जो फ्रैक्शन है वो कितना है. तो पहले यहाँ पर ये इन दोनों फ्रैक्शंस को प्लस करना पड़ेगा और फिर उसको 1 से माइनस करना पड़ेगा. तो यहाँ पर ये करना पड़ेगा इसमें. तो इसको सॉल्व किया और इसको सॉल्व करने के बाद यहाँ पर ये फ्रैक्शन आ गया. इसका मतलब जो अपार्टमेंट है उसके लिए 9 जो फ्रैक्शन है लैंड का वो 9 by 40 है, और जो हॉल है उसके लिए 3 by 8 है, और ये 2 by 5 है. अब हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा, इसको कंपेयर करना पड़ेगा, इसको और इसको कंपेयर करना पड़ेगा कि मतलब इन तीनों में से सबसे बड़ा फ्रैक्शन कौन सा है. ओके, सो फॉर दिस अगेन वी विल फाइंड दैट इज वी विल मेक देम द लाइक फ्रैक्शंस. ओके, लाइक फ्रैक्शंस बनाने के बाद ही हम इसको कंपेयर कर सकते हैं. सो हियर आई हैव मेड देम लाइक फ्रैक्शंस हियर 2 by 5, 3 by 8, and it is already this is already 9 by 40 here. So this is 16 by 40, this is 15 by 40. Now if you see from these three fractions, okay, this fraction, this fraction and this fraction, here the 16 is the largest number, so this fraction is the largest fraction, and this is the value of 2 by 5. It means that among these three fractions, okay, among these three fractions, 2 by 5 is the largest fraction, okay, and it means that roads and parks gets the maximum land. मतलब roads और parks के लिए सबसे ज़्यादा land दिया गया है. Okay, so this is the answer of this question, and other two questions are similar, so you will do it yourself. Now exercise 6.2. So here the question number 1 is we have to add these following numbers. So here first question I will do here, and rest you will do yourself. So here the first question is 8 and 3 by 8 plus 3 and 3 by 8 plus 2 and 3 by 8 plus 3 by 8. So I think this is very easy here. 8 8 is 64. First convert them into the fraction, okay, they are given in the mixed fraction, so convert them into the fraction first. 8 8 is 64 and 64 plus 3 is 68, so it will be 68 by 8, and here 8 3 are 24 plus 3 27 by 8, 8 2 is 16 plus 3 19 by 8, and this is 3 by 8. So here actually the LCM is 8, so write 8 here, and then 68 plus 27 plus 19 plus 3, then add all these numbers. So this is the answer of this question. Yes, this is the answer of this question. So here, because in all the fractions, all the fractions are like fractions here, so it is very easy here to do. But in other questions, you have to take the LCM. For example, I will show you one question also here, so that you will understand this better. Question number B. Here it is 9 and 7 by 8 plus 7 and 5 by 24 plus 2 and 1 by 16 plus 1 and 3 by 4. Okay, now first convert them into the fraction. So 8 9 is 72, 72 plus 7 will be 79 by 8, and here 24 7 is 168 plus 5, 173 by 24. Okay, then next 16 2 is 32 plus 1 30, 32 plus 1 is 33 by 16, and 4 1 is 4 plus 3 7 by 4. Now find the LCM. Okay, LCM of 8 24 and 6. This, what is the LCM of this number? The LCM of 8 24 16 and 4 will be 24, it will be 48. Okay, because 48 will be divisible by all the numbers. Okay, 8 6 is 48, 24 2 is 48, 16 3 is 48. You will find, okay, you will find the LCM in the rough and then write the LCM. Okay, so here now you will divide 48 by 8. So 8 6 is 48, then 79. Here you will write that 79 into 6 plus 24 2 is, so 24 2 is 48. So here 173 into 2 plus 16 3 is 48. So here 33 into 3 here, and 4 12 is 48. So here it will be 7 into 12. Okay, now here multiply this. And next So this will be the answer of this question, and you will divide and convert them into the mixed fraction. So this is the answer of this question. In this way you can solve the other questions in this, like C and D also. Now subtract the following fractions. Question number 2, here subtract. So question number A, 12 minus 3 by 5. So here you can write 12 by 1 minus 3 by 5. Okay, now take LCM of 1 and 5, it is 5. Then अब क्या करना है इसमें, 5 को 1 से डिवाइड करना है, तो कितना होगा आंसर, 5 होगा. एंड देन 5 इंटू 12 विल बी 60 हियर. देन अगेन इस 5 को 5 से डिवाइड करना है, तो 5 को 5 से डिवाइड करने से कितना हो जाएगा 1, और फिर 1 को इस 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, तो हो जाएगा यहाँ पर 3. देन 60 माइनस 3 इक्वल टू 57 by 5. So this is the answer. Okay, so in this way you can solve, and I will do one more question here, D. Here 2 and 7 by 11 minus 1 and 5 by 33. So again convert them into the fraction. 11 2 is 22. Okay, 11 2 is 22 plus 7. Minus 33 1 is 33, and 33 plus 5 will be 38 by 33. Then take the LCM of 11 and 33. It is 33. Then divide 33 by 11. 33 को 11 से डिवाइड करना है, कितना होगा 3. Then 29 3 जा 29 3 जा 87. Then divide 33 by 33, you will get 1. So here it is 38. So subtract. Now convert this into the mixed fraction. This is the answer. So now you can solve other questions similarly. Okay, now here the question number 3. Question number 3. In this A here 3 and half minus 1 and 1 by 3 plus 5 and 1 by 4. So 3 2 is 6 plus 1 7 by 2 minus 3 1 is 3, that is 4 by 3 plus 21 by 4. Then take the LCM here, it will be 12, and 2 6 is 12, 6 7 is 42, and 3 4 is 12, 4 4 is 16 plus 4 3 is 12, here 42. So now 42 plus 42 will be minus 16 by 12 equal to So this is the answer. Okay, so this is similar to this addition and the subtraction, but in the same question you are given the addition and subtraction also. Okay, so in the same way you can solve other questions because all are similar question. I can show you one more question here, C. Okay, so 1 minus 1 by 4 plus 2 by 3. So it will be right here, first 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4 plus 2 by 3. So here the LCM will be 12 again. So now here you will divide 12 by 1, you will get 12. So here 12 minus 4 3 are 12, here it will be 3, and 3 4 are 12, that is 8 here. So 12 minus 3. Okay, here you will understand the process. Okay, यहाँ पर समझना पड़ेगा कि ये कैसे करते हैं, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पर क्या है कि पहले इसको यहाँ लिख दिया 1, इसमें नहीं लिखने से भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बट यहाँ पर मैंने लिख दिया है जस्ट फॉर योर कॉन्वीनियंस। ओके, सो दिस क्वेश्चन हियर द क्वेश्चन इज दिस, नाउ you will divide 12 by 1. Okay, you know that when you divide any number by 1, the answer is the number itself. So when you divide 12 by 1, the answer is 12. Okay, 12 then multiplied by 1 is 12. Next, 12 divided by 4 is 3, and 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. Next, 12 divided by 3 is 4, and 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. Now 12 minus 3 is 9 plus 8 by 12, that is 17 by 12. So this is the answer of this question. Okay, now there are some word problems. Okay, so here the question number 5. Okay, you will solve question number 4 yourself. Okay, here I will do 5. In this question number 5, the question is what should be added to 12 and 3 by 5 to get 20. Okay, what should be added? Okay, so here suppose x is added to 12 and 3 by 5 to get 20. Okay, so what is x then? X will be equal to 20 minus 12 and 3 by 5, that is 20 minus 12 by 60, that is 63 by 5. Then here solve this, LCM is 5, it is 100 minus 63, that is when you subtract, then you will get here 9, so 37. Okay, by 5, 5 7 35, then it is 2 by 5. So this is the answer of this question, that is 7 and 2 by 5. So when you subtract, here the question is what should be added, that is when you add this number to this number you will get 20. Okay, so this is the answer of this question. Then there is a question here, question number 8. Okay, question number 8. So in this question number 8, Jaya travels 3 by 7 of his journey by car. So right here a fraction of journey by car equal to 3 by 7. Then 4 by 21 by cycling. Fraction of journey by cycle equal to how much? It is 4 by 21. Okay, and the rest by foot. Okay, so first add these two fractions, then you will find the rest by foot. Or 3 by 7 plus 4 by 21. So you will take the LCM here, it is 21, 7 3 are 21, 3 3 are 9, plus here it is 4. So you have 13 by 21. Okay, then now here you will write fraction. Okay, fraction of journey by foot equal to how much? मतलब ये क्या है कि जो जर्नी है वो कार से कितना हो गया, कार से 3 by 7 पार्ट मतलब जर्नी हो गया, एंड बाय साइकिल इट इज 4 by 21, और फिर मतलब अगर दोनों को मिला देंगे तो 13 by 21 जो फ्रैक्शन है, मतलब दिस मच फ्रैक्शन इज डन बाय कार एंड साइकिल. तो हाउ मच, तो मतलब बाकी जो मतलब जर्नी बचा हुआ है वो जर्नी मतलब पैदल चल के कितना हुआ है. तो यहाँ पर क्या करना पड़ेगा, फ्रैक्शन ऑफ जर्नी बाय फुट इक्वल टू 1 माइनस दिस कर देंगे तो आंसर आ जाएगा इसमें. व्हाट फ्रैक्शन ऑफ हिज जर्नी वाज कवर्ड बाय covered on foot here. So here it will be the answer, that is this. So when you subtract, it will be 21 minus 13 by 21, that is here this is 8 by 21. So the answer is here 8 by 21 fraction, that is the fraction 8 by 21. 8 by 21 journey is covered by foot. So this is the answer. So here you will write that. So the journey covered, the fraction of journey covered by foot. Okay. The fraction of journey covered by foot equal to 8 by 21. Okay, this is the answer of this question. So, and similarly, all the questions are similar here. Okay, like in the question number 10, in a garden, 1 by 5 of land is used for flowers, 2 by 7 for jogging track, and rest as open land. What fraction is used for the open land? Again, here you will add the two fractions and then subtract by 1, you will get the answer. Okay, so now this is the end of this chapter. Okay, so I hope you have understood what I have explained here. Okay, so and I have not solved many questions. Okay, so all those questions are your homework. You will do that properly. Okay, and you must solve all these questions and do more and more practice so that you will get better and better in this mathematics subject. Okay, so thank you for watching.